My name is Orodrio Sande, the head teacher of Nunu Primary School, which is an old school which started from 1983, and it is growing steadily. It has its enrollment by now as 1,667 pupils in the school, and it has 2 blocks only, which have 4 rooms each, and the population is not accommodated in the rooms. There is a large number of pupils but few classrooms, which we are planning to extend. We are mobilizing the parents through meetings to at least lay bricks and construct another classroom. And we are also requesting other parties like the NGO to come to our rescue and give us a hand, so that the little land we have is be able to use well. And if at all the government could also make us to become one of the school, which is a model school in Aivu division, it will be better, whereby the small land could be built in storage to accommodate all these numbers.
What is the size of the school land?
The size of the school land is 40 by 50 meters square, but it is fragmented in 4 plots. The one where the 2 blocks are standing is one. Then by the side where the tree planting is taking place is another side. Where the quarter of the staff is another one. Then we also have another one in the northern side, which was bought newly for a nutrition program.
The MCs, our challenge here is many of the children are still at home. When I arrived here, I quickly went to P5 class, and I found out that only 29 children have reported back to school. This is unacceptable. LCs help us to mobilize children to stay in school. I was just sharing with those children in that class of P5. You can imagine in this 21st century, we still have families where there is no single person who has completed senior 4, and when among those 29, it was not 1, 2, but more than 5 children who are telling me that in their families they have never seen a person who has completed senior 4. And in that class, I did not find a child of P5 age. All of them were above P5 class age. That means for you as LCs, there is a lot of work together with the counselors to do, to mobilize children to come to school early, because that is our future. The law requires you as LC to arrest a parent and take him or her to court, and the fine for not sending a child to school is up to 1 million shillings. Why are we not taking advantage of this law to make sure that every child is in school? So LCs, as we plant trees here, we also want children to be sent to school so that they are able to value tree planting, they are able to value green environment wherever they will be in the future. Otherwise, if we leave them in the villages there without coming to school, they will come and destroy what we are planting here to save the future. That is my appeal to you, LCs, and the councillors who are here. Let's go and mobilize the community to make sure that children are back to the classroom.
Mayor was tasking the office of the RCC as a representative of central government. We needed to do a lot in supporting our school infrastructure. That is very true. You and I are part of government, and I will join you in augmenting your voice, that we shall work together in order to create the necessary investment for our school infrastructure. But to also add on top of your question, as a form of answering you, the city education officer was telling me, again this financial year we are already implementing, second quarter on course, that government has given us 1 billion shillings for school infrastructure development, and particularly renovation. So as the Speaker of the City Council, you can redirect part of that fund into those school areas of your need, areas of your political interest. And it is possible. The representative of the division mayor was here saying, no, I think it was still you. It is you again as a city level to create the policy strategic direction for how these people can put your implementation plans in action. Still, the law still empowers the different council, both the city council and even the division council. So yes, government strategically is giving money, channeling towards the improvement of our education, both soft skills and also the hard facilities, including the classrooms, sanitary facilities, to mention but a few. I am using my presence and availability of deployment in Arua City to contribute towards giving a change for the people of Arua City, but also by implication for the people of West Nile. Where I'm coming from in Soroti, people have taken schools as to whom it may concern. Some parents were not bothered. Other stakeholders were not bothered, including the education managers were not bothered. The education officer is saying LC1s have a responsibility. But I am here going to add that your responsibility that you have, empowered by the Constitution, if you don't use it well, I will help you to use it, so that we can have more children attend school and should be able to finish P7. Those that have joined the secondary school, lower secondary, should finish and go to the other layers of learning at an improved level. And so I want to use this platform and announce that every school-going child must be in school effective Monday. If we find your child outside, at home, in the market, we shall pick your child to lead us to where you are. We arrest you and prosecute you. And I am saying this very jokingly. We shall meet on the street, because the facilities are there. The next layer of fight, where I am willing to fight whether alone or with the others, is on the areas of charging our parents who cannot afford to attend public schools. And we are finding out this is some of the reasons why there is a dropout in schools. The president of Uganda is saying, if you think you can afford, please don't charge our children in public schools. If you think you can afford, take your children to private schools. But public schools must be a public schools for those that cannot afford, so that we are able to fight illiteracy as a country. And you can see the examples here. The kids that came and performed here are only girl child. But we are forcing girl child out of school for selfish reasons. And yet if we empower a girl is more developmental at home even than us the men. And I'm talking out of experience. My sisters who went to school think about our home village more than us. including those of us who even earn better. That is a beautiful thing of educating a girl child. And so as your RCC, I will be fighting for the right of the girl child with the tellers. With the tellers, without compromise. And I'm also speaking passionately because I'm a father to a girl. So I want the girl child to be in school, but also to make the girl learn better. The boys should not equally be in school without discrimination. Because once a boy is educated and has grown up, we will not go and look for a girl who is not educated. But a girl who is educated will also go and vote for a man who is responsible. Because women look for protection, and a woman cannot be protected by an idiot in the village, by a drunkard. No. This is an area where if we were to fight, and I am fighting alone, it is a fight for which I am prepared to face society. Because we want an educated community. And I am sure colleagues, leaders will join me in this fight. Strategically, steadily, we will improve the image of our education system in Arua, but also in West Nile in general. Is it 10? 100 kids doing hands-on training in one of our government facilities called Uragem Technical Institute. And I want to ask all those that are responsible in taking children to school, please take our children to technical training schools. They will not lack jobs after training. They will not. For me, I have chosen to take that path. That if you want my sponsorship, as a relative or even somebody who would think that I can give a hand, you must go technical. And as I speak, I already have 4 children I am paying in a technical school. One is studying in Bukarasa, one is studying in UTC Mira, another one is here in Iragem, another one is somewhere in Masindi. So when you go the path of technical education, you will not go wrong. If you educate your child, finished university, still the child will come back home looking for employment and will become a bit of a burden to you as a family.